Hi, Janelle Schaefer here. Welcome back to Sheep Hill Herbs and another episode. I'm so glad that you have found my channel. If you are new, hit the subscribe button before you go. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. And I want to talk about today's topic. I have a colander full of herbs for my garden. And for today, I'm going to talk about a really nice tea blend that is soothing for women and women issues and brings energy to those vital women places that we have and hold so dearly. So let's get started with this. Okay, so it is really important for us as women to honor who we are. And I feel like there is so much of a shift in culture that women have tried to become so equal that we've lost our identity and are not honoring the uniqueness that makes us women. And also what I see, which is so epidemic, is the plastic surgery movement of basically mutilating your body. If you go on a plastic surgery page, like on Instagram or something, and they show these clips, it is like horrifying. I feel like it's horrifying. I think if you are used to seeing those images, you become numb to them, just like you would become numb to violence. But basically, you are saying to your body, I hate you. I don't like you, and I'm going to cut you and harm you. And that goes into your subconscious mind. And that is a message you're sending to your body over and over. You're sending it on a cellular level to the next generation. And if you have children, you're sending that message to your child, even if they don't know you've done it. It's there. It's being sent. So this is not good for families. It's not good for culture. It's not good for the world to take our bodies and think of them as something so like meat that just is cut up and dissected and moved around. So I want to talk about honoring who you are, and herbs are part of that honoring, and enjoying teas that are women herb teas that are nourishing to the body instead of doing something that is more aggressive. Okay, so the first herb that I have picked, and I know these specimens are not the best because it is now late fall, almost December, but they still have life and vibrancy, and I like to use fresh whenever possible, and they still smell really wonderful. So this is lemon balm, Melissa, and it has beautiful green shiny leaves, and the stem has little hairs. It's a little bit prickly, and it has a very characteristic lemony kind of scent. So lemon balm this is not necessarily a woman's herb, but it is great for the nervous system and relaxation. So I'm making a pot of tea, and this is going to go in the pot. And then I have catnip. And catnip is a wonderful herb that is chock full of B vitamins, which is very soothing to the nervous system. So in a fast-paced lifestyle, in a stressful lifestyle, the B vitamins in our bodies get depleted. So you can recharge that by drinking catnip. So I'm going to blend the lemon balm and the catnip together. So here I have mugwort, and my daughter just came and I took a bite of a banana, so I shouldn't have done that. But the top side is a dark green, and the back side is a silvery color. And I heard Susan Weed call this cronewort because of the silvery color, like an older woman with wisdom. And mugwort is not necessarily a women's herb, but it can be, and it definitely can be useful to women's reproductive systems. So the thing about herbs is that they are so multifaceted, and they target so much more than just one aspect. So as I was saying, the herbs can target more than one place in your body. And that kind of brings me to what I was saying earlier, where, you know, when you look at your body as just segments or body parts that can be changed through surgery, you're not realizing that your body is integrated as a whole. And the way herbs work, they're integrated as a whole. Likewise with drugs, usually they're targeting one specific area, but have side effects that affect the other parts of the body. And the body is not segmented. So yarrow, this is yarrow leaves, is an amazing herb. It is, or has been called, the queen of herbs. It can do many, many things. These are just the leaves. I do not have flowers anymore at this time of year. You can see the little feathery leaves. That's why it's called millefolium, for the many feathery aspects of the leaf. And yarrow is a sweating herb. It can stop, it's a styptic, so it can stop blood from bleeding too much, like a cut or something. But it is also a woman's herb, where it is good for, or targets and brings energy to the women's organs. Sometimes there's warnings for yarrow that you shouldn't take it when pregnant. And I do put warnings sometimes, as we are supposed to, but for the most part, I feel like herbs are, if used with wisdom and if you use them taught by someone who knows them, they're going to work for your best good. And unless you are trying to take an inhuman amount, which is kind of what happens when they do tests, they put such a ridiculous amount of a plant, and usually it's an isolated part of the plant, synthesized into an animal to see if it will die. So I'm not afraid of my plants, and you shouldn't be either. So yarrow is has a slightly bitter taste, it's florally, and that is a very friendly herb for women. And then I also have chickweed here that I picked, and this I heard Susan Weed call the maiden wort. So she said that chickweed was maiden wort, motherwort was for mothers, and crone or mugwort was cronewort, and that was the older, wiser woman. So chickweed, I wouldn't normally have thought of as a woman's herb, but after hearing her talk about it that way, I can see why she would say that. And it's very young, and it's very fresh and vibrant, and it is a blood cleansing herb and brings life and rejuvenation to the whole body. And then partially for flavor, I had some pineapple mint still growing, and maybe I should show a better picture of the chickweed. So let me just go close with the chickweed. I have a number of videos on chickweed. I love chickweed. Gotta look at the camera. And then I didn't have much of, where I'm like having trouble identifying it now. Didn't have much of the pineapple mint left. A little bit of pieces and some flower tops, but yeah, that's it. I wanted to add this for flavor, and mints, of course, are characteristic of soothing the belly, soothing digestion, which is always key for anything, because with good digestion is good absorption. So taking these blend of herbs, I'm going to soothe and nourish my body and treat it with kindness and care, and as I should. My body is my temple, and we want to take care of our temples.